Surging Sparks, the talk of the town, the talk of the community. Everybody's talking about Surging Sparks. So let's talk about it in this video. Let's just yap some more about it. Comes out early November. We got a couple weeks and almost everything has been revealed inside the set, if not everything. But I think at least like 90% of stuff has been revealed, all the cards. So let's go ahead and take a look at it. I have not talked about it yet. I do want to give a breakdown of what I think of the set and talk about what everyone else is thinking, because there's a lot of talk about it. So let's do it. Okay, here we have the set list. Like I said, I think this is nearly official. We just maybe are missing one or two, but I think it's pretty much done. So let's look at it. EXs, I mean, nothing too special with them most of the time. They're pretty average nowadays, but let's just go down to the good stuff. The overall selection of Pokemon, I'll say, in the set is solid. It's really, really solid. You got a Xerneas in here. You got several other legendaries, pseudo-legendaries. There's a Sylveon card. It's just kind of like what they chose to put as the illustrations and the special illustrations is what confuses me a little bit. So let's get down to those. But first, we'll talk about some of... here we go. Illustration rares. There is 6, 12, 18, 20 in here. Decently sized set. About the middle ground of what we've kind of seen, or about average, I guess. We have seen some sets with like 30 plus illustration rares. So I looked at these a little bit earlier. I'm a big fan of a lot of these. Execute. I like Execute as a Pokemon. I think this artwork's pretty cool. That's the thing with all these sets, is it's all subjective. You know, of what artwork you like, what styles you think will look cool, and just the Pokemon you like in general. So that's the big thing with these Scarlet and Violet sets, is that a lot of them are subjective to you and what you think is cool. Execute, I think, is cool. And then, for example, this Vivillon, I don't really mind this card too much. It's not really speaking to me. And then I like the Shiinotic. I think this Cast Form card is amazing. I love this little, you know, artwork down there. You got the other forms of Cast Form all snuck in there as well. And honestly, I'm not even a huge Cast Form fan. I love this look of the card. It looks cool. You got a Cerule Edge, which I think will be a solid pickup in the set. Feebas. Oddly enough, there is a decent Feebas fan base out there. So, Spheal, I think, is one card that everybody is, or the majority of people at least, are looking at. It's a cool card. Cute card. That's one thing it's got going for it. Bruxish. I don't think anybody cares about Bruxish. So Titan, decent card. You got some Wailmer chilling down there below it. Little Easter eggs down there. Latios. Here's one of the big dogs of the set. And I'll talk about this a bit later, but it doesn't really speak to me that much as a card. And I'm really confused as to why this is a normal illustration rare, not a special illustration. But we'll talk about once we get to the other card. Mesprit. I feel like this is one that people are going to be chasing after in the illustration rares. Cute Phanpy card. Kind of a simple looking card, but still cute. I enjoy the simple cards. Vibrava. Once again, maybe I'm just not a fan of the bugs, but it's too almost too realistic for me with these bugs here. What are the... I don't know. Not me. But then you have these ones, which are like, you can hardly even tell that's a Clobbopus. It's just some circles and stuff. But it's cool. I think it's cool. You might think it's ugly. That's why it's so subjective with these, but I'm not a Clobbopus fan, but it's a cool card. A Alolan Dugtrio. I think there's a solid fan base for that one. Simple, but good looking card. Skarmory. Pretty solid. He's on some RV looking things. It's cool. Flapple. There's an Appleton here as well. And yeah, maybe I'm just not a fan of these grass and, well, I guess these are dragon, but they're in like the forest. Maybe I'm not a fan of them. These are not my favorite out of here. And then I really like this Braviary as well. And we're back at the top. So, I mean, for the most part, they're all pretty solid. Let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 of the 20 I do like. So, I mean, that's pretty good. I feel like my taste is different than a lot of other people, so But in terms of what people are going to be chasing, I think Latios is up there. Mesprit. You'll have your certain people chasing for Fampies and other cards like the Braviaries and the Feels. But for the most part, it's solid. I don't know if it lives up to all the hype it's getting, though. But we'll see. Let's keep scrolling down. We got the full arts here. Several good full arts, to be honest. I usually skip over the full arts, but this is a decent looking full art. Almost too blue, in my opinion. It's very, very blue. I do like how Black Kyurem looks, but the blue on blue, not my taste. I'm gonna try not to be so negative. I'm always negative on these sets, and they Pikachu EX Terra. Terra cards are not my thing, but it is actually a pretty cool card. I will say, out of all the Terras, it's okay. You got the rainbow back or border. The cards just seem so simple to me. It's just Pikachu sitting there with that big Terra thing on his head. There's nothing special going on about it. Latias EX, it's a full art, but it's okay. Got a Palo Sand. Once again, it's just him sitting there with the white background. Flygon, same thing, but this one actually looks cooler to me. I don't know, maybe just because of the colors. Archaludon EX, okay. Alolan Executor EX, Terra, and Cyclizar Terra. Special illustrations better hook me in. I'm just kidding. These are solid. Like, if I pull these, I'm gonna be hyped. The Terras always just let me down. I'm not a fan of them, but I'm sure there are some of you watching that really love them. So I'm gonna stop dogging on them. All right, full art trainers. There's nothing like out of the ordinary crazy here. They're all decent. Special illustrations. 6 of them. And I think there's a 7th that's not added, and it's like a Durant evolution. So it's nothing we're not missing much. Milotech. I think this is one of the best cards in the set. Top 3 in my opinion. I really like this card. I love the underwater, above water aspect to it. And Milotic is a pretty popular Pokemon. So I like it. I think that helps the set. Pikachu EX, Terra. No, I'm not tripping. Why is there 2 Pikachu EX Terras? One of them's a full art, one of them's a special illustration. Why is there 2 of them with this white background? Am I dumb for saying this would have been 10 times, not even 10 times, 100 times better if it was a special illustration with an actual, artistic drawing? Why are there 2 Pikachu EXs with the Terra thing on their forehead? Man, not a fan of that. Latias EX, solid. We got a Hydreigon EX. Even this one has like a purple background behind it. It looks kind of cool. Why are there 2 Pikachu EXs? One of them's a special illustration. You got some grass down there, but then it's just white behind them. And the other one is all white in the background as well. Archaludon special illustration. This one is weak. This is weak for a special illustration. This looks like a full art. I mean, the background is a little bit more detailed. And no hate to the illustrators. This one's not great in my opinion either. And this might be my favorite card of the set, honestly. Just because I love Alolan Executor. It's a solid card. And he's actually got something going on here, even as a Terra card. He's got a decent background on him. But for whatever reason, both Pikachu EXs, it's just Pikachu. There's nothing going on in the background. It would have been so nice if it was just a nice special illustration like this. Why do we need 2 Pikachus? And now to this one. These just don't sell me. It's a cool card. It's a cool card. But I'm not drawn into this artwork on the Latias and the Latios. Because these are shown here as a duo. They're drawn as a duo, the same spot. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could match them up and they'd be pretty close to each other, and they're drawn by the same person, but one of them is an illustration rare and the other is a special illustration. Why is one different from the other? I don't know. Special illustration trainers, cool. She is hammering that thing, cool. And cool, gold cards. That's solid. I'm so biased because it's Executor, but I actually do kind of like that card. And then some trainers and a special energy. I've been hating this whole video, but come on, this is a great card. Why is this one the same as the full art? And then these, they're not my taste. I'm sure I'm in the minority here, but it's okay. I see why this set has hype, because you have a Latios, a Latias, a Pikachu, a Milotic, even a Hydreigon and an Alolan. You know what I'm saying. And several solid illustration rares to go with it. And it's going to be a solid investment just because it has so much hype already. We really haven't had a full set at least, excluding 151, that has had a bunch of hype before its release. And Surging Sparks has had this hype for a couple months now, with everybody hyping it up. So it's going to have hype, and that's just going to make it a solid set. And to me, this might go down as the worst quote of all time, but to me, this is not the Evolving Skies of the Scarlet and Violet era. I think we will have a better set, maybe even two, within the future here, and it's good. It's good. If you compare this to Obsidian Flames, Paradox Rift, whatever else has even come out, Temporal Forces, it's better. It's better for sure. Paldea Evolved, Twilight Masquerade, it all comes down to, subjectiveness, where if you like those cards, if you like the artworks, whatever, this one is good. We've seen a Greninja absolutely carry Twilight Masquerade, and this one has a Latios, a Latias, and it has two Pikachus. Not the best Pikachus I've ever seen, but it has two Pikachus, a Milotic, Hydreigon, a Alolan Executor. It has options. It has options with a ton of different great cards, and that's something some sets have been missing, is options. You have one good card, and then that's it. That's all you're looking for. This one has options, so it is good. It has the hype. Deserves the hype. To me, some of them I'm just not a huge fan of, but I do think it is a great investment. Let's take a look at some booster box prices right now. All right, on TCG Player for the pre-sale, it is saying market price is $117 already. That is pretty hefty. You got a lot of people buying in here at the 114, 117 mark. And yeah, I guess this is probably the time to buy 117. I don't imagine it really dropping after the set release. I was negative at the start of the video. It's a solid set. So compared to the rest of Scarlet and Violet, it is a solid set. It's not amazing in my eyes. Like, Evolving Skies is amazing. People are acting like this is to that level. It's good. It's not that good. And in people's eyes, it could probably be competing for the #1 spot between Paldea, Evolved, and Twilight Masquerade. To me, it is probably #1 just because it has the depth that this other sets have been lacking. It has multiple chase cards that can hold their own weight. I do wish if it had a actual good Pikachu card, I would be so hyped for this, but the Pikachu cards are so lackluster, but it is good. 117. Looking at other sites, 120, whole case, 689 to 699. So you're still around 120 for a case. Booster boxes are alright. Pokemon Center boxes, I think, are still in stock. They should be. No way they go out of stock this fast. But right now, it seems like the place to buy is actually on eBay. $10 under market price here, according to TCG Player's market price. I have not bought anything yet, but I might actually buy these as soon as this video ends. I'm not going crazy with Surging Sparks, I will say that. I just want to get at least a couple boxes, and then I honestly am really interested in the Pokemon Center ETBs. Let's look at those up. Surging Sparks, Pokemon Center Elite Trainer boxes. I'm interested in these. and mainly because I do need to make a full video on this. The Pokemon Center boxes since Scarlet and Violet have been performing really good, and in some cases just as good, if not better, than some booster boxes. So these are solid to pick up as well. Cost you half of what a booster box will run you right now. But one thing I'm big on for these, there we go. You have the Magneton promos. These are really good. I wish this was a special illustration. This would be very possibly my favorite card in the set if it was a special illustration. And I'm not a huge Magneton fan. This is just a really good card. So definitely get you some Pokemon Center ETBs in my eyes. So you get 2 of these promos, and you have that Pokemon Center stamp on them. I definitely think these are solid, and the booster boxes are as well, especially at 108. I'm definitely going to go ahead and get mine, because these were just like 105 a day or 2 ago, and I don't imagine he keeps them here for long, considering TCG players already saying 117, and people are probably buying them for higher. People are buying them all over 117. So this is going out. I'm recording this right now on Tuesday night. It's going out Wednesday. If they're still here at 107 or 108, get you some, because might not be there. Might not be there. This is a set that doesn't really cater to my taste, but my taste is different than yours. But everyone's taste is different. I really like all of the Paradox Rift artworks, and these ones just don't really tickle me. I do like some of them though. These are solid. I'm just so disappointed in the Pikachu, man. Like, this is the full art, and this is what we came up with for the special illustration. I don't know. I'm not open a bunch, but I'm gonna be getting this card for sure. And I would love to get my hands on all of these, to be honest. I just don't know if I will be buying them right away. Probably wait till some supply gets on the market so the price goes down on these. But yeah, that's my thoughts on Surging Sparks right now. I'm probably gonna make another video on it within like a week or 2. Like I said, it's not really my taste, but there is definitely signs of this being the best set. It has depth, which we have not seen. I've said that a couple times now, but it's true. It has depth. It has solid cards. And if that Pikachu was like a legit Pikachu SIR, this set would be an A tier for me. S tier. Right now, it's like B tier. However, let me know what you think. I'm always a little bit too critical on these sets when they first release, and then I start to warm up to them. So, yeah. See you guys next video.